All right, guys, so my last video got cut off a little bit, so we're going to start at this paragraph. We're on page 170.
And in the evening, when I lie in bed and end my prayers with the words, I thank you, God, for all that is good and clear and beautiful, I am filled with joy. Then I think about the good of going into hiding, of my health and with my whole being, of the dearness of Pater, of that which is still embryonic and impressionable, and which we neither of us dare to name or touch, of that which will come sometime, love, the future, happiness, and of the beauty which exists in the world. The world, nature, beauty, and all that is exquisite and fine. I don't think, then, of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. This is one of the things that Mummy and I are so entirely different about. Her counsel when one feels melancholy is, think of all the misery in the world and be thankful you are not sharing in it. My advice is, go outside to the fields, enjoy nature and the sunshine. Go out and try to recapture happiness in yourself and in God. Think of all the beauty that's still left in and around you and be happy. I don't see how Mummy's idea can be right, because then how are you supposed to behave if you go through the misery yourself? Then you are lost. On the contrary, I found that there is always some beauty left. In nature, sunshine, freedom, in yourself, these can all help you. Look at these things. Then you can find yourself again, and God, and then you regain your balance. And whoever is happy will make others happy too. He who has courage and faith will never perish in misery. Yours, Anna.
So again, here's another example of how her mom and her don't share the same perspective on life. Her mom is saying just be thankful that you're not sharing in the misery, but Anne is trying to find something positive, something beautiful in what's going on. On the contrary, I found that there is always some beauty left. In nature, sunshine, freedom, and yourself, these can all help you. I wonder if she's able to draw on this or still has this perspective when she's in the concentration camp. I just think of her and I hope that she is as positive as she's trying to be. I hope that she was able to use that strength as she was there. Let's continue. Sunday, the 12th of March, 1944.
Sunday, 12 March 1944. Dear Kitty, I can't seem to sit still lately. I run upstairs and down and then back again. I love talking to Pater, but I'm always afraid of being a nuisance. He has told me a bit about the past, about his parents, and about himself. It's not half enough, though, and I ask myself why it is that I always long for more. He used to think I was unbearable, and I returned the compliment. Now I have changed my opinion. Has he changed his too? I think so. Still, it doesn't necessarily mean that we shall become great friends, although as far as I am concerned, it would make the time here much more bearable. But still, I won't get myself upset about it. I see quite a lot of him, and there's no need to make you unhappy about it too, Kitty, just because I feel so miserable. On Saturday afternoon, I felt in such a whirl after hearing a whole lot of sad news that I went and lay on my divan for a sleep. I only wanted to sleep to stop myself thinking. I slept till 4 o'clock, then I had to go into the living room. I found it difficult to answer all Mummy's questions and think of some little excuse to tell Daddy as an explanation for my long sleep. I resorted to a headache, which wasn't a lie, as I had one, but inside. Ordinary people, ordinary girls, teenagers like myself, will think I'm a bit cracked with all my self-pity. Yes, that's what it is. But I pour out my heart to you. Then for the rest of the day, I'm as impudent, gay, and self-confident as I can be, in order to avoid questions and getting on my own nerves. Margot is very sweet, and would like me to trust her, but still, I can't tell her everything. She's darling, she's good and pretty, but she lacks the nonchalance for conducting deep discussion. She takes me so seriously, much too seriously, and then thinks about her queer little sister for a long time afterwards, looks searchingly at me and every word I say, and keeps on thinking, is this just a joke or does she really mean it? I think that's because we are together the whole day long, and that if I trusted someone completely, then I wouldn't want them hanging around me all the time. When shall I finally untangle my thoughts? When shall I find peace and rest within myself again? Yours, Anna.
So even though she's full of self-pity, we could even say that she's depressed here. When she's around the other people, she's as impudent and happy and self-confident as she can be, just to avoid questions and getting on her own nerves. She would like to trust in Margot, but she still can't tell her everything. And she still is comparing herself. Margot is the darling, she's good, she's beautiful, she lacks for nothing, but she still can't confide in her. And then we'll stop there, and we'll pick up on 173 in the next video. But I wanted to remind you guys, don't forget about this. It's coming up this weekend, and she would love an email or maybe a shout out on one of her videos, a comment, just to bless her. Thank you.